Good.
Yeah, good evening all. So today, like yesterday, and that is other like Monday, we have taken one session, two sessions we have taken for the demo. Yesterday, I supposed to start with the SQL, but due to many people they asked many questions and it was useful also. Many people enjoyed the question and answer, and Josie explained the process how he prepared and then how he got job based on his preparation and dedication. Same thing I expect everyone you do, and then you also get an offer later. If you'll put effort, definitely you will get the job in ETL testing with a good package only. Okay, so job is not a problem, and you will get the job. Okay, so I am requesting everyone from the take class first itself, give more more effort just for 1 month. I know 1 month course durations we made it. Earlier it was 1.5 month only, but when I was taking 1.5 hour Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then after 1 month, people were getting slowed down. Like I thought let's make it 1.5 hours in a Friday and then 2 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on a Sunday basis, so that we'll complete the full syllabus in 30 to 35 days max, so that people will not get they will not lose the interest. So keeping in that mind, then I made it like Saturday, Sunday. Let's make it a 2 hour session, so that we'll finish it fast, and then people will put effort, and then they will get the job. Many courses they take 3 months, 4 months of the classes, where people do escape from the middle only. Like you may also join somewhere, and then due to some other priority change, and then you jump to some other places. Like it's happened with many people. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. Okay, then I'll explain you the full roadmap of your SQL, and then we'll start from SQL. So today, no question and an answer, like no general question. If you will have any doubt, you can message me, you can ask me, you can call Vishal or me. We'll be able to help. I will be able to answer your question, whatever the questions will be there. But now onwards, it will be pure, full, course basis. Whatever the course related syllabus are there, based on that only, if you'll have any doubt, you can ask. If you'll have any question regarding that, the topics wise, you can ask. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, guys. So yesterday we have seen full ETL testing syllabus, correct? So in that we have seen that SQL is one part, then Informatica, then data warehouse, then manual testing, ALM, agile methodology, all these things. Project explanation was the syllabus for of overall syllabus for the ETL testing. So we are going to start with the SQL first. Earlier, like after 4 5 classes, 4 5 batches, I was doing first I was explaining data warehouse concept, but where it was completely theory part and architecture wise. So people were getting confused, people were getting confused. So I thought let's start with the SQL first, so that people will have more time to practice on SQL. SQL is very important, as you like. many people they attend the interview, and then 60% of their interview process will depend on SQL. How much you will get the knowledge on SQL, that much good package you will get on SQL. Okay. So coming back to the Oracle SQL database, so we are going to learn Oracle SQL full database. How much is required? The agenda of the SQL will be like this. The introduction. We are going to learn, these are the chapters. Okay. So introduction to SQL, as well as data retrieval techniques. Guys, if you are not talking, be on mute. It's a request. Okay. Data retrieval techniques, then working with DDL command, working with DML command, built-in functions, data aggregation functions. So functions will go 2.5, 3 classes. So each and every functions will discuss, and it is very important for like for the interview perspective, as well as for the when you will be working the real-time project, that there also it will be very much useful. Then integrity constraint, table joins are very important for the interview perspective, as well as when you will be working in the real-time project. There are like 2-3 questions they will ask you from the joins only. Then set operators, okay, pseudo columns, subqueries, transaction control language, other topics like views, like operator, like operand, backup table, case statement, index, stored procedure. This all will discuss. Okay. Then coming back to the see, these are the things why I'm discussing it. So the like you will be knowing your syllabus for the SQL. Okay, if you will be not knowing the syllabus, if I'll start anything new, no, you will get confused. I know like many of you people have not used earlier SQL. So how many of you are like you're going to practice SQL first time? Can you raise your hand, guys? In your in this, can you raise your hand? How many people are going to use first time database? Any database? We have 4 people. 4 people are new. Okay. So we have 6 people. They have not used earlier. Okay. Anyone else have not used the database earlier? So we have approximately 10 people. Okay. 10 people have not used. Okay. Considering 10 to 15 people, you have not used database earlier. Yeah, maybe 15 to 20 people, you have not used database earlier. So no worries. I'll take you from the scratch. Like I'll teach you how to write the basic queries, first queries, and then based on that, we'll go for the, like medium level queries and all. So you don't have to worry on that. If you don't know also, we'll take you from this starting. If you will struggle writing the queries, we have the helping hand also, like Venkatesh and Sindhuja, she'll also help you to write the query. Me itself also will help you to write the query. In the class, I'll be explaining you. If you will be facing any problem, let me know. Let Venkatesh know. We'll help you to write your first query. Initial 2-3 classes, if you have not worked on any database, initial 2-3 classes will be difficult. Other than that, everything will be after 3 classes, you will be you'll learn how to write and how to use the Oracle database. So only 3 or 4 classes you will struggle. So no worries in that case. Okay. So first chapter will be your introduction to SQL. Okay, introduction to SQL. What are the topics we are going to learn? In introduction to SQL database, history of the SQL database, understanding of DBMS and RDBMS, sub language of SQL. Okay, and then installation of Oracle SQL database we'll see. Okay, I'll explain you how to install. We have a recording as well as the document where you will be getting in the WhatsApp group. Follow that and install the software in your laptop. If you have a like problem in a laptop, you are not able to install and all, you can practice online also through the Oracle Live also. I'll explain you that as well in the installation process. Data types in Oracle, operators in Oracle, important interview question and answer on based on this. Okay, so this part is not for the experienced people. If you are going for some with some of the experience, so you don't have to remember all the point in this. If you are fresher, then please refer this, and then you have to learn all these things if you are fresher. But if you are going with the 3 years, 4 years, 5 years of experience, you don't have to remember these things. So next chapter will be yours, data retrieval techniques. Here we'll learn how to write our basic select queries. How to write our basic select queries if you are writing first time. Then from here only we'll start writing the queries. Okay. How to use from clause with select a statement and where clause, all these things we'll see. So this I made it very short chapter, and we'll work on the very basic queries. Okay. Then next one will be your working with DDL command, create command, drop command, alter command, truncate command, all these things we'll see. This is a part of your DDL command. Okay, then we'll learn DML command. Insert, update, delete will be your DML command part. Okay, so next one will be your built-in functions. As I told you, 3 classes it will take to complete this built-in function. And whenever until unless we are doing SQL part, we'll go little slow until unless you will not pick up it up. Once you will pick it up, then we'll go little bit faster. But up to like if I'll feel that people are not picking up much faster, then we'll go little slow only, because these concepts are very important. Okay. So data aggregation functions, these are the data aggregation functions. We'll see that. Apart from the data aggregation functions, we'll see SQL alias, order by clause, group by clause, and having clause. Okay. So these are the things are there. Then we'll learn constraints. Constraints are mainly for the developer or the architecture. But we will learn this, and some of the topics will come like when you will be validation, doing the validation, that time also you have to do all these things. Okay, types of constraint, not null constraint, unique key constraint, primary key constraint. It will take 2 minute time to explain this full syllabus. Then after that we'll start the course content. Okay, so types of constraint, not null constraint, unique key constraint, many of you will be familiar of this. Okay, primary key constraint, referential integrity, check constraint, how to enable and disable constraint, all these things. Then we are going to discuss about the table joins. So there are different types of joins. Interview perspective, these are very important. Okay, what is joins, why we need joins, types of joins, equi join, non-equi join, and cross join, self join, outer join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. We'll see joining 3 tables, 5 tables, 4 tables, 6 tables, up to 6 tables. We'll learn it. How to write how to join 6 tables, 5 tables, 4 tables, 3 tables, as per as 2 tables. And then we'll see scenario based question also on the joins. Okay, then we'll have set operator and pseudo column. These are the set operator you have. You may study it in your school time in mathematics, but we are going to learn set operator for the SQL part. Okay, row ID and row num we are going to learn as part of pseudo column. Subqueries. These are the subqueries we are going to learn. Okay, practically we'll see how to write subqueries and all. Then you'll have transaction control language. It will be covered. This topic, 2 topics only will be covered. That will be covered when we'll discuss DML command. No, that time only we'll cover because mainly it will be used there only. Then you'll have other topics like create views, working with views, like operator, stored procedure, what is case statement and how to use case statement, creating backup table and working with the backup table. Okay, indexes, triggers. Okay, all these things we are going to learn as part of the left out topics. Okay, so any doubt in the SQL part, guys? If you know syllabus earlier, anything I missed, if you want to add on, or everything is fine, or you feel it's a huge, any question in this?
This is for only for Oracle and SQL is mixed in this syllabus. It's only for this mentioned as Oracle and SQL. Oracle is different, SQL is different. So that I'm confused.
It's like Oracle is a database, correct? Oracle is a company where you have the Oracle database also. See, there are many more database are there. You have Microsoft SQL, you have Oracle SQL, Oracle database, you have a Teradata, you have NetApp and Netija, you have a Postgres SQL. So many databases are there.
The syntax is different from Oracle and SQL, right?
The one basic, if you learn, okay.
Okay.
Basic database, if you learn, you will be able to manage all the database. Minor syntax change will be there in few things only. 5% slightly it will be changing. So I have learned in my career starting 10 years, 11 years back, Oracle SQL. I have worked on the Teradata, Netija, SAP HANA, SAP SQL, SAP HANA, I guess. Then which one? Microsoft SQL, then Postgres SQL. So many database I have worked, but I never found much differences. I'm able to manage with all these things. So, and this is very famous tool. Okay, it is very famous tool for the database. Majorly like 90%, 80% people learn first this SQL, and then if they will get any other project based on the like Microsoft SQL or PostgreSQL, it's almost same. Currently, I'm using PostgreSQL in my current project. No, I'm not finding much differences, 1 or 2% differences only. You'll able to Google it out.
Okay.
So learn it, the famous tool, and then you will be able to get it everywhere. Okay, guys. Any other
Okay.
questions? You can go ahead. You can before starting, if you want to ask related to this only, not outside. Okay, we have done with enough question yesterday.
Hi, Jayant. This is Ankit here.
Yeah,
So
Ankit.
to learn SQL, do we have to learn data structures and algorithm or arrays?
No, we don't have to learn those things. Algorithm and all will be for the Javas and all. Okay. Here we have to learn the SQL queries, that whatever the basic queries, because we are going to work as a tester. So basic queries only we need, like medium level also if you learn, you will be able to manage it. And Java and all, what will happen when you learn, if you'll go for interview, they'll give you a system. You have to execute in their system, correct? So 1 hour full coding will be there. And if your coding is not working, you'll be not selected. But here it's not like that. They'll give you one scenario based question and they will ask you to write the query. If you'll match it 70-80% of requirement, no, then they will think that you know how to write it, and your 70-80% you wrote it also, you will be able to do it in a real-time project also. So they will feel like that in SQL, anywhere, like wherever you go. So it's like that. Okay. And then they will consider that you have the knowledge on the SQL. You have analytical knowledge. Okay, so these are the things are there. Before we start, each and every classes will be shared with you. After each and every session, class recording will be shared. First 2-3 classes I'll be uploading you to the drive. Then it will go through the your we have created yesterday a drive, batch 23. Here only the everything will be uploaded. Okay, your class document, whatever the document I prepared, those things will be shared, and your class recording. Okay. Like this, it will be created and it will be shared. Like Informatica, how the classes will be progress. Like SQL we have finished, it will be SQL, then Informatica, then data warehouse, manual testing, agile methodology, your resume folder, everything will be there. Same as it is how we have done for the other batches. Any batches, if you will take it like this, we have completed for the things. And then like this, it will be shared. Okay. Day by day, it will be progress, it will be uploaded. Okay, so let's move to the content wise. So we have done with the your roadmap of SQL. We are going to enter into our first chapter. If you have not added to the WhatsApp group, let me know. You can message me. I'll add you to group. Or if you have not added, if you have added, that's well and good. So these are the things what we are going to discuss in this chapter. First chapter, the SQL first chapter is introduction to SQL. If you are going for the experience purpose, then they are not going to ask you this question. These are all kids kind of questions. Okay, for freshers level, if you are fresher, then definitely they will ask you some of the questions from this, like what are the operators are there, what are the data types are there. Okay, difference between DBMS and RDBMS, they will ask you. Installation of Oracle SQL, they will not ask you. Sub language of SQL, they will ask you. Okay, so these are the topics. We'll finish it fast. I'll just read it. I'm not going to explain you much because most of the people, we have the experienced people. Okay, so introduction to SQL, first topic is what? Introduction to SQL. Many of you have heard many times SQL database and all, but many of you will be not knowing the full form of SQL. So SQL stands for structured query language. Okay, a structured query language. SQL stands for a structured query language. SQL is a language of database. SQL is language of database. What is database? Okay, what is database we have here? So let me show you the database here. Okay, so if you'll see here, I don't know what happened to this, why it's not going up. Okay. So like this, we are going to. So now if you'll see here, okay. So this is the database. This is an example of your database. This is the example of your database. So this is Oracle SQL Developer Database, Oracle SQL Developer Database, and it will work like this only. It will be work like this. This is your worksheet where you will be filing your queries. This is your worksheet. Let me show you the new query. So this is your worksheet where you will be filing your queries. You will be filing your queries, and these are all called schemas. These are all called schemas where I'll be helping you to add these schemas to your database so that you will be able to write your own queries and you will be able to do the practice. SQLs are very important. So these are the worksheet. If you want to write any of the queries, you will say that select a star from table name. This is the very basic queries, guys. Select a star from table name. Consider that we have employee is inbuilt table. I'll tell you what is table and all. Just wait for this. I wanted to show you the output. So this is the output window where you are getting data. This data belongs to this table. This is called as table. Here is the table. Okay, employee is a table, and in this employees table we have all the details of the employees. So this is called as database. This is output screen. This is the output screen. Okay, this is output screen, and here you will fire your queries. So you can take n number of pages from here. You can take n number of pages from here. So this is what we have. This is the example of your database. So why we need database? Because to store the data, if you'll see here in this employees table, no, these are the employee related information they have stored. Means what are the information they have stored? What is employee ID? What is first name? What is last name? Email of the employee. Then this one, what is the phone number of employees? Hire date of the employees? Job ID? All the information related to the employees, they will store in a database. So this is very good for the purpose of storing the data. Okay, storing the data. This is very good tool. Coming back to the using SQL, we can store data, manipulate data, retrieve data in a database. Using SQL, we can store data, manipulate data, and retrieve data in a database. So what are the possibilities we can make it in a database? It's saying that we can store data. Okay, we have seen that in one table there are so many records are stored, 107. It's not up to 107. It may go up to 1 million, 2 million, 10 millions, 20 millions, 30 million. Maximum how much you will be able to store. There is no limit only in database. So many records you can save. All that's why banking people, or like insurance people, retail people, they are storing data in a database only. Okay, now next one, manipulate data. So manipulate means what? You can modify, you can insert data, you can modify data, you can delete data. These are the command you can do in this table. Okay, there are some set of specific rules are there by which you can manipulate the data as well. Okay, then retrieve the data. Okay, retrieve the data means what? You can fetch the data from the table, like how I have fetch here. Select a star from employees means we are getting data from this employees table. So these are the data. You can retrieve data, you can fetch data, you can get data if you'll fire query like this from the table name. Okay, so this is one thing. Coming back to the history of database, we are not going so much detail because we are experienced people. Everyone like 5 years, 10 years, 2 years to 4 years having experience. So we are not going to the very old level, but I'll explain you the history of the SQL. If you don't know, like it's good, you should know that. Okay, because you are going to work on this. Okay, so 1970, no, Dr. Edgar Apcote, he was working in a Edgar Apcote was working in IBM company. IBM company is 100 years old company, guys. Okay, IBM company is 100-year-old company. Okay, IBM full form is what?
International business machine.
Yeah,
Business
international business machine, something like that. Okay. So I was knowing that when I was traveling to, I got assigned in IBM one project where like I was in Chennai. That time 2016 flood came, no? That time I was there in a Chennai only. So I was going in a local train. So one person asked me like, where you are working? I told IBM. Okay, you are working in IBM. So he told me the IBM full form that time. I remember that time. So no worries. So Dr. Edgar Apford, he was the father of the he was working in IBM, and he only gave the concept of we can store data in a database. Previously, if you remember, 20 years, 10 years back, 20 years back, when you used to go to any office, any government office or any hospital, and how they used to enter your details in a diary, in big fat diary, they used to write your name, your father name, or the patient number, all these things. Or if you are going to the any government office 20 years back, they used to write in a file. They used to write in a file your driving license number or issue date, expiry date, like that. But what happened now? They are entering into the laptop in or desktop. You have observed in all over India, everywhere it's like now they are entering into their desktop or laptop, and same thing is going to store in a database. It will be stored in a database. They'll be using app. Through app, it will be stored in a database. So 20 years back, 30 years back, it implemented in India, started implementing the in India. But 1970 only Dr. Edgar Apford, he gave the concept of relational database. We can store our data in a database, in the form of database. We can store the data. 1970 only he gave the concept like this. Then later on, IBM did some, he did the IBM company implemented like the, research on that. And then in 1990s, okay, 1990s, IBM sold this concept database to the Oracle company. 1990s, what I remember. I've not mentioned that point, but IBM sold this concept to the like Oracle company. Which one we are going to learn it? Oracle company only. Oracle company, they have added so many features into that, and they have modified so much of new features. They made it very like user friendly, this database. And after that, it's become very famous tool. And then each and every country, each and every company, they have started implementing that. So that is the history of your database. From that only, the database came into picture, and it is till now it's running very successful. Data is getting stored very nicely in a structured manner. Okay, now relational model is nothing but relational database only. Relational model for the database is RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. Okay, RDBMS. Some common relational database management system, RDBMS, short form is RDBMS. It's a database only that uses SQL, MySQL, MS SQL Server, MS Access, Oracle database, okay, Sybase, Informix, okay. Then PostgreSQL is nowadays it's trending. You'll have Teradata, Netezza, SAP HANA, okay. So many other database too. IBM is having itself 2-3 database they have, okay. So many different company, they came with their own database, okay. So there are so many databases are there, okay. So these are the some of the example of your database. Any question in this, guys? Is it all clear? Or you want to add any point if I missed here in history, or any interesting point, you know? Okay, let's move to the next topic if you don't have anything. So we have a difference between DBMS versus RDBMS. RDBMS is nothing but your relational database management system. What Dr. Edgar Apford, he was known for the father of the relational database management system. So what are the difference between RDBMS and DBMS? RDBMS is this one only, relational database management system. Your database will be called as RDBMS, okay. RDBMS, and then DBMS. DBMS, I'll give you the starting. So you have seen the RDBMS is this database, okay. Your data will be in a structured format, and it will be organized properly. But when you come to the your DBMS, it will be in a file format. It will be in a file format like XML, files, Excel files, Microsoft Access, all these things. So how we have the Excel and all, no? So like that, your data will be stored, and then that is called as DBMS. DBMS is stand for Database Management System. Database Management System. It is first came into picture. Later on, they came in with the RDBMS. Okay, first DBMS came, then RDBMS came. Okay, data is stored in a table format. In RDBMS, what will happen? Data is stored is in table format, like same thing in a table format, like this column. These are the called column. These are called as rows. So your data will be stored in a table format. If you'll see here, it's in a table format. Okay. Data is stored is in file format. In DBMS, your data will be stored in a file format. Okay. There, I'm just not going so much depth because for experienced people, we don't need it. Okay, data is in form of table are linked together. Okay, so you can have n number of tables here. You can have n number of tables like employees, and you can join them all together, or you can join them all together, and you can find common data from all the tables, all joint table. You can find the data also. So these are the features are there in a RDBMS, but in DBMS there is no connection between data. Okay, there will be no connection between the data. So data is stored in a large amount. In RDBMS, in table format, you can store 10 millions, 20 millions, 30 millions, all these things. Okay, so I have seen up to 140 millions of record in a this table format. One of the table I was working in one of the company, so I have seen approximately 143 million records were there. So that much of huge data was there. Okay, so data storage is a small quantity. In DBMS, data will be stored in a small quantity. Okay, if it will be 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs record, it will go, then it will be complex file, guys. Okay, RDBMS support multiple users. Same times, multiple users can access the RDBMS, and you can work together in one server. You can access n number of users can access, and you can work together in your company. When you will be working in one company, they will have one server for the this RDBMS. And maybe 100 people, 50 people, 20 people, 10 people, based on the bandwidth, how much they have purchased from the company, people will be able to log in, and they can fire at the same time. But in DBMS supports single user. DBMS support a single user. It's okay, single user can access this one. Nowadays it's like if you share through the share path and all, in the like share, if you'll share the files with the multiple people at a time, they can access it. Okay, in DBMS also, but RDBMS is much good way to represent your data. It features multiple layers of security while handling data. In RDBMS, it handles multiple layers of security, guys. But in DBMS, it's not secure much. It is having low security. Okay, but in RDBMS, it is having very high security. Okay, the two software and hardware requirements are higher in RDBMS. Okay, so when you will install your database, it needs more storage, as well as like configuration should be more. Okay, configuration should be more. Then only you will be able to install the your Oracle software. The software and hardware requirements are low. In DBMS, software and hardware requirements are low. Okay, RDBMS, in RDBMS, Oracle SQL Server, these are the examples of your RDBMS, many more. Okay, but in DBMS, XML, Microsoft Excel, these are the like example of RDBMS versus DBMS. Any question, guys? Any question?
Hi, Jen. So XML and Microsoft Access, is it same like flat file? Do you call it flat file, or what is flat file?
Flat file and all, we are not going now. When we'll go for the project explanation, that time I'll explain you flat file.
Okay, so these two things are different. XML.
Yes, XML is different, flat file is different.
Okay.
But data will be stored in both the files. XML also, you will receive your source data, as well as flat file also, you will have the source data will be there. So there are two types of things will be there. So source one when your source data will be stored in a source tables. Another things, your source data will come in a flat file or XML format. Okay.
So we are using only RDMS, no?
Yeah, RDBMS only. Like, see, there are two types of things are there. That your project will depends on two things. Either you are getting your source data in a database, or it may be you will be getting your source data as a flat file or any file format it will come. So those things will explain you, 2-3 things will explain you in a project wise. So no worries in that. Okay.
Excel and Notepad are flat releasing. So
Yeah, you can say that.
okay.
Yeah, Jayant, can you please explain the single user point?
Single user means this.
There's multiple user and single users.
See, the database you can access, multiple users you can access. Like if you will be working in one company, no, consider you are working on one project. Okay, it's a huge project is there. IBM company you're working, and it's a huge project is there. There, you are also using it. Your colleague is also using the same database, same schema you are using. Your colleague also using same schema. Maybe 10 people more, they'll be using the same schema. Okay, same database you are using it. But DBMS, when you are using a file system, you will be the single user for to use that one.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Thank you.
So in RDBMS, the data is stored in a table format. In
Yes.
DBMS, how it is stored? In which format?
Like same way only. Like you'll have something like this. Then again, you can say that something again data will
So
be
even
stored
this
in
one
this.
is table, MS Excel.
Yeah, yes, table, but it's like you can store anything. But in RDBMS, structured data will be loaded. Now, if you'll see, all structured data will be loaded. But in here, you'll have semi-structured data will be loaded. Correct.
What is structured and semi-structured?
We'll explain you that later, not now. Don't be confused with that. Data, you understand with this, whatever the RDBMS and DBMS is there, just go through this much data only. Okay. When we'll explain you the different types of data, that time I'll explain you what is semi-structured, what is unstructured, and what is a structured data. As of now, we'll not go in that much of depth of the data. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the differences. If you're going for experience, they are not going to ask for the 100% sure. Okay. But when we'll explain you Informatica, where we'll be loading the data from one layer to another layer, we have a part of that structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. Okay. So that will be 15-minute topic will be there. I'm going to explain there. Okay. Part by part, it will come. No worries in that. Okay. So sub-language of SQL. Hope you don't mind that. Okay, so next one will be your sub-language of SQL. So you have DDL. What are the sub-language of SQL? So SQL command are mainly categorized in 5 categories as DDL, DML, DRL, TCL, and DCL. Okay, these are the 5 categories are made it. These are all called as sub-language of SQL. Okay, what are the sub-language of SQL? DDL, DML, DRL, TCL, DCL. So what are the command will come in under the DDL? DDL stand for data definition language. DDL stand for data definition language, where create, drop, alter, truncate, rename will come. Create, alter, create, drop, alter, truncate, rename will come. DML, data manipulation language, insert, update, delete. Insert, update, delete will come. DML, in DML, insert, update, and delete will come. DRL, only select statement will come. TCL, commit, rollback, and save point are come. One by one, we'll learn each and every topic, how to create table, how to drop tables, how to modify the tables using alter command, how to drop the data using truncate, how to rename column and tables. We are going to learn one by one. Insert, update, and delete, we are going to see as a part of DML command. It will come one chapter by chapter. Okay. DRL, okay, data retrieval techniques. Commit, rollback, save point, we are going to learn. Grant and revoke. Okay, these are the things we are going to learn. Then coming back to the installation purpose, so we have we have a recording session of the how to install the software, as well as we have the document also for the same. Okay, let me close the Informatica part. Okay, so now Oracle SQL installation, no, like we are going to install the Oracle SQL 11G because this HR schema and like the HR schema admin and all, it will come in a 11G smoothly, and it is very you know, like user friendly application. So we are going to download Oracle SQL 11G Express Edition and JDK Java JDK software. So we have to install, we have to download two things like this one, a link for Oracle SQL for 64-bit or 32-bit. You have to check your laptop how much bit of laptop you have. Mostly if you'll use 64-bit, it will be fine. 32-bit, it is throwing error while installing the software. Okay, so this is the link to install your Oracle SQL 11G Express Edition. Like if you'll go here, this process tomorrow I'm going to explain you how to do installation part, but I'm just showing you how you can do it. Download and follow my video. I'll share you after this class. So once you'll download it, it will be good. You download it and then follow my video. I'll share it after the class only. Bisal, are you there in a class? Bisal? Then another one is JDK software, Java developer software. Okay, he may be not there. Okay, so this software, if you'll add it here, if you'll go it will be Java JDK software installation part. Okay, so you have to download this one. Okay, same things you have to download. If you want, I can share you the path also here. In the chat, everyone you have received for this one. If you want to try now, try it. But if you want to wait it for 1 hour, wait it. I'm going to share it. Your recording sessions are there for how to install and all. And document part also there. Everything is explained in that properly. How to add this admin schema, how to add your HR schema, everything. Okay. So just wait for 1 hour and then you can refer that. And similarly, you can install your software in your laptop. Okay. How many of you don't have laptop, guys? Can you raise your hand? How many of you don't have your personal laptop? Can you raise your hand, guys? Kiran mate, you don't have personal laptop. S Hemant, you don't have personal laptop. Okay. Office laptop, do you have? Okay, no worries. So I'll show you tomorrow that how to access online. How to access online, I'll show you that one, okay? But it's very important, you have to do practice. Online also, it's the same thing only. You have to find out how to do it, okay? So 11 installation of 11G, okay? Please refer my installation document and recording. After the class, I'll share it.
हेलो
Yeah, tell me.
सर ओरेकल वहां पे लॉगिन करने को बोल रहा है
लॉगिन करने के लिए बोल रहा है ना, तो नीचे इफ यू गो डाउन नो, यू विल सी दैट क्रिएट अकाउंट.
यस सर अकाउंट क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा
हाँ, you can give XYZ company name, but you can give any random number also. But give a mail ID correct one, because you will receive one verification mail also.
ओके फाइन सर
Okay, so just refer my recording. I'll share it. Maybe Bisal will be there in a call, I can tell. but after the class, I'll tell them. Okay. Or just wait for 1 minute. I'll say it right away. 1 second. Okay.
So why Java JDK we are using in this? Is it because all RDBMS are running on Java, like all the Oracle, SQL Server, everything is running on Java, like the backend is Java?
Yeah, same thing only. Backend is Java. Because of that only, we are installing the supporting JDK files.
Okay.
I'm going to share you the video in the group. Whoever is there in a group, you can refer it. Just give me 1 second. You have to register first, give correct mail ID and password, whatever you like to give password, you can give password. If you are trying now, and follow this video and install it. Okay, guys, so I have forwarded it in your group. Just refer that. Yeah, WhatsApp group only. Akon, you are added to the WhatsApp group. Just now I forwarded it. Just find out in that. Okay. Next topic is your data type in Oracle. Okay. So what are the data types, major data types we are going to use in Oracle? Yeah, thank you, Akon. Just install it. Okay. Okay, so what are the data types we are going to, major data types what we are going to use in Oracle? Is like string data types, numeric data types, date and time data types. Okay, date and time data types, and then Oracle string data types will be. These are the major 3 data types we are going to use in Oracle, and like whatever the things are required for the ETL testing, to testing related things, that only we are going to learn. We are not going in a depth level because we are not going to create table in real-time scenario. When you will be working a project, no, you are not going to create any tables. So in that case, you have the limited things only. Okay. So what are the data types we have? We have varchar2 data type, which is majorly used nowadays. Your varchar2 data type. Another one is a cat data type. Cat data type. Then varchar data type. Okay, so if you'll give nowadays varchar data type, it will take your varchar2. It will show in a varchar data type only. Okay, so where it will be used, like where it will be used when you have to enter your data as a string format, like we are going to discuss Oracle string data types. So by the name itself is saying that whenever you have to enter string data means what? These are all string, correct? Characters or string, these are all string data. Steven, Nina and all are string data. When you have to enter string data, that time you will be using varchar2 or varchar functions. These are the data types you will be using for the things. So how it will be shown. I'll show you the architecture of this table. DSC employees, everything we are going to learn when we'll create the table. Okay, I'm just explaining you overview so that like while explaining you don't get confused. Okay, which is required step by step we'll learn, and not like everything in one shot. You may get confused. Okay, so if you'll see this one, architecture of this table, in this table, if you'll see, what are the columns we have: employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date. All these columns are there. Okay, same columns name you will see here: employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, hire date. And they have defined it here. What type of data will be there in this employee ID? What type of data you can store in this employee ID column? So what type of data you can store? Number data type. Number data type means what? Number data type. Only numbers you can store here. Now if you'll see here, 100, 101, these are all numbers, correct? So 100 number data type only you can, number data you can only store it in this employee ID. Okay, so how much characters, how much digit you can add it? Up to 6 digit only you can add it. How many digit we have here? 3 digits are there. Up to 6 digit value you can add it here in employee ID. Okay, next one is like first name. First name, what they have explained, varchar2. Okay, varchar2 means what? First name, what type of data we have? First name we have Steven, Nina, like this string format data is there. String format data is there. Okay, so that's why they have given as a varchar2, varchar2. And length up to 20 characters you can add it here. Up to 20 characters you can add in this one. Up to 20 characters you can add it here. Okay, so that's why they have defined it here. Same thing, last name varchar2, 25 character, email also varchar2, 25 character, phone number varchar2, 20 characters. Why they gave varchar2 here in a phone number? Varchar2 is a alphanumeric data types. Varchar2 is a alphanumeric data types. Means what? You can store numbers also, you can store characters also, you can store number also, you can store characters also. Okay, that's why they have given phone number, they have defined it as a varchar2. Okay, varchar2. Hire date.
So what is the maximum length?
Which one?
What is the maximum length?
For varchar2, correct.
Yes, sir.
It's a 4000 byte, up to 4000 byte it will take. We'll explain, we have the definition in that. Okay, I'm just explaining how the data type will looks like, then we'll explain the definition. Okay,
Varchar allows only character with.
varchar will allow alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means what? Alphabet also, numbers also it will allow.
Varchar, not only for varchar, not varchar2.
Varchar2, there is no much difference. Only the size is the difference. Varchar will accept 20,000 byte of 2000 byte of data. Varchar, okay, varchar, but varchar2 will accept 4000 of data. Okay, nowadays they are not using varchar. If you'll define your varchar also, directly they will, by default they will give you varchar2 only. If you have defined this varchar, no, here this value, if you have mentioned as a varchar, automatically it will give you varchar2 only. I'll show you that while creating a table. Just remember this point, I'll show you there. Okay, so
Okay,
now
employee ID, what is number is the data type. What is the difference between int and number?
int and number, we'll come back. We have the definition for that. Just wait for that. Let me explain it and then we'll come back on that.
Yeah.
Definition.
In phone number, you're saying that it can store a number and
alphanumeric.
alphabet and number, but phone number never requires an alphabet.
It's not required, but +91 if you'll add it, the special characters are there, correct?
Okay, special character is different from the alphabet, right?
But alphanumeric means what? Varchar2 definition I'm saying.
Yeah.
It will accept alphanumeric value, correct?
So alpha means not alphabet, but special characters, right? Here.
Yes.
Okay.
Date will be your name, Ankit, correct?
Ankit, yes.
You're working somewhere?
I'm in Texas right now, but I was working last year. My project got over, but I was working like from the support from India itself, putting us years of resume.
So in what support you were working?
In ETL itself, I was working as a ETL developer.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any
for
coding
ETL development
knowledge.
or ETL testing?
ETL developer, I was working.
Okay. Ping me. I have something for you. Like, let me discuss with you. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So next one will be hide
So
it.
even in email also, like we have a special character and alphabet and numbers.
Yes. Yes.
Even in that also varchar 2. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So next one will be hire date. It's in hire date will be we have the data type as a date. I'm going to explain you each and everything. I'm showing you the architecture. Just try to get the real-time example of this. Okay, hire date they have mentioned as a date means it will accept the date. If you see your data here for hire date, you see that 17 June 2003 they have mentioned. 17 June 2003 they have mentioned. 31st September 2005 they have mentioned. So this is the date data, correct? So they have mentioned as a date. Okay, job ID varchar 2, and then salary they have mentioned as a number data. I mean, like it will accept numbers only. But 8 comma, what is 8 comma 2? I am going to explain you. Okay, when we'll discuss the theory part. Manager ID again number, department ID again number. So we'll go theoretical wise. This is the practical examples, guys. Okay, you can relate the things when I'll explain you the theory part. Okay, so we are going to mainly discuss 3 types of data types: string data types, numeric data types, date and time data types. String data types, numeric data types, date and time data types. So what Oracle string data types we have? More options: varchar 2 data type, char data type, then varchar data type. Okay, so varchar 2, what will happen? No, it is used to store variable string data within the predefined length. It can be stored up to 4000 bytes. So varchar 2, whatever the string format if you want to store, so you will be storing the 4000 byte. If you see that size, so size you can compare with this one. Size, how much size you want to restrict user to enter, that much size you can mention. Up to 4000 byte you can mention. Char data type, it's like 2000 byte up to 2000 byte only it will accept the data. Okay, single value also you can use as a char. Okay, varchar is the same thing, up to the 2000 byte it will support. Okay, it is same as varchar 2 only. You can also use varchar size, but it is suggested to varchar 2. When you use varchar to define your column, no, automatically it will take varchar 2 only. It will show you varchar 2 only. Whenever you create a table, when you define your column as a varchar only, it will show you varchar 2 only. Varchar 2 only. Okay, so this is what string data types. Okay, then next one is like someone asks the numeric data type. So numeric data type is same as number. Okay, so whenever you have requirement to store your data as a number, then you'll define your column name. Then you define your column name as a number only. Most preferred are number only. Okay, so number p comma 1, p comma s means precision comma scale. What is p comma s means? Precision comma scale means, now if you see here, precision comma scale. What is the meaning of salary number 8 comma 2 means what? You can store up to 8 characters, up to 8 digit you can store. Hope 3 6 8 characters, 8 digit. Then after 8 digit you can store up to 2 decimal point. Precision scale means up to 2 decimal point you can define this one. 8 comma 2 salary number 8 comma 2 means up here 8 digit you can add it. After decimal you can add it 2 digit. So this is what precision. This will be called as precision. This will be called as scale. Okay, so same thing, it contains precision p and scale s. The precision p can range from 1 to 38, so up to 38 digit you can add it here. Okay, and the scale can range from -84 to 127. Okay, so this is the example of your numeric data type. Okay, we have another data type as a int also. It is having the same feature only. Integer also here having the same feature only. Okay, then coming back to your Oracle date and time data type. Okay, date, as I defined you in a table, when you have to enter date data, when you have to enter date data in a table, then you will define your column name as date data type. Then you'll define your column name as date data type. Date data type. Okay. You'll define your column name as date data type. Okay. And there are two types of date you can define it. Like one is date and another one is timestamp. So if you'll define your timestamp, no, you can define your date in this as well as this format it will give you. Means what? HH hours, MM means minutes, SS means second, hour, minutes, second. Okay. Time Y means year. Like now we are running 2003 to 2023. So it will 4-digit, correct? So 4-digit means 2023 YYY. MM means we are running in the first month 01. Okay. Now today's date is 21st. So 21st DD. Okay. And date, when you will come to the date data type, it will accept only data in this format only. Oracle defined date in this format only. DD MM YY. DD MM YY. Is that not meaning like you cannot convert DD MM YYY? You can convert using we have the two date functions also. We'll see that one. Okay. So when we'll be discussing our character functions, that time we'll learn how to convert if you have one date format to another date format. Okay. So date range will be what? It is used to store a valid date format. It is used to store a valid date format with a fixed length. Okay. It is range varies from January 1st, 1412 BC. Means what? The last date, up to what date you can mention, up to this date you can mention. Okay. 1st January 4712, like this. First date, this is the range. Okay. Up to maximum date, what you can mention, like December 31st, 4 times 9. Up to maximum date you can mention like this. If you'll see here, here 2003 is there, 17 June 2006, like this. So this date you can mention as up to 31st December, up to 31st 12, 4 times 999. Okay, so your date you can mention as 31st 12, okay, and 4 times of 999. Up to this you can take it. Maximum range is this only. After this, Oracle has not defined yet. Okay, so this is your date data type. Any question, guys? Now, is it clear? Are you able to relate the things with your structure of the table and then data type, guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Jain.
Yeah, can you tell me the not null or what is not null?
It is a constant. We'll discuss in a constant chapter. Don't see
Okay.
now. Okay.
Okay.
For the date format, Jain,
Sorry.
for the date format, why don't we use that var character too? Anyway, it is accepting the special characters. Why
Date
we have
format.
to,
Yeah.
why we have to use only this date data type? Why don't we use a var character too?
See, the thing is that your date is defined in that. Oracle has defined whenever you want to enter the date, you have to enter in this. But again, same thing. If you are entering your date like this, 31st 12, like this, it's fine. You can enter in a varchar also. You can use the varchar and you can define it like this. But Oracle has defined that you can enter, if you want to enter date, then define the date only. What is wrong in that? To define the column as a date only. So this is the different things. If you are entering like this and you have mentioned your data type as varchar 2, you can define it like this. It will be characters only. It will act like a character. But if you are defining your date, define it with the date. We have given the you the facility. Use the facility. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, next one is operators in Oracle. Okay. So these are the operators. What is there? It's very, I know, like very basic level we are discussing. You may study in the college time, or you may studied many times. These are not required for the interview perspective, but let's like everywhere it's mentioned, then I included that. It's good. Let's discuss on this first. So today class will be 1.5 hour, guys. Correct. So, because we have like first day of the session, I don't want to throw so much of the syllabus on you. Sort of like 1.5 hour class, 9:30 it will be over. Okay, we'll finish the discussion at 9:15 and 15 minutes. So many people you want to ask question, you can ask whatever the question you want to ask in the like after 6 minutes. Okay, and then remaining class we'll have tomorrow again 1.5 hour class, and next week onwards we'll have a Friday 1.5 hours, Saturday Sunday 2 hours class. Okay, and group discussion will happen after once we'll complete next week class. Okay, next week class, and then after that Monday onwards we'll have the group discussion. Means what? Next week will be yours 27, 28, 29, 30 onwards. You will have the group discussion. Whatever the topics will finish, based on that you will be joining the group discussion, and then you will be discussing in that. And while tomorrow we'll be doing the basic query also. In that case, if you'll have any doubt, you'll do practice, and then in these are the days. If you'll have any doubt, you'll be struggling for the installation purpose or installation process, or like you'll be struggling to write the first query in your database. So these are the 4 days you will have to practice. You can ask from me, or you can ask from any of the our support. They will help you to write the basic query, installation process, everything in these 4 days. So your each and every person should be knowing that how to write the queries in a database, how to install the software in your laptop, everyone, and how to practice online also if you don't have a laptop. These are the things. Then 27 onwards, our class will go in a full-fledged for the like query. We'll be working mostly on the practical queries and all, and you have to do a practice mandatorily. I'll be asking question each and every class, and you have to answer each and every one. You have to answer it. Okay. So like moreover, like by the next week we'll be finalizing the group also, finalizing the people also. Many people are, we have the like not like many people will be continuing, many people will be not continuing. So we will finalize maximum by the 27, 28, 29, or the from the maximum 3rd of Friday, 3rd of February, we'll be finalizing the group. After that, your proper training will start with full-fledged, so that you will put effort 100% and will finish the course in one month, 35 days. And after that, we'll get the job. I mean, like my target is to make you prepare up to the level so that you will be able to crack the interviews. Okay. So let it be like that's why we have hired from last month that 2% we have added, 2 more person who got the offer letter, so that like they will help you like anything. They have the confidence, they know how to tackle interviews and all. The basic part they will be also helping you, I'll be also helping you, all together in one team, and will help you to get the job. Okay. So operators in Oracle, types of operators we are going to discuss. Operators in SQL, we are going fast mode. We are not going to explain you very like in depth level types of operator, this part only. But next part, when it will start from the data retrieval techniques and all, we are going in a depth part, very depth part we are going, so that you should know that why these outputs are coming. But this is the full theory part. So that's why we are focusing on just complete it, and then we'll move on. So these are the operators we are going to learn. Types of operator. SQL operators are categorized in the following categories. Okay. SQL operators are categorized in the following categories. What are that? SQL arithmetic operators, SQL comparison operators, SQL logical operators, SQL compound operators. Okay. SQL compound operators. Okay, these are the 4 major operators we'll see. Apart from this, we'll have unary operators and all are there, but that is of no use in a ETL testing. Okay, so arithmetic operators are what? Like how to add 2 digit. 10 plus 5, it will give you 15. 10 minus 5, it will give you 5. 10 into 5, it will give you 50. Like A will be act like a 10. And B will be 5. So 10 into 5, it will be giving you 50. Then 10 divided by 5, it will give you 2. Then 10 modulus 5, it will give you 0. Okay, so what is the meaning of modulus? What is the meaning of modulus? Okay. Let me drink water, guys. Just give me 1 second. What are the modulus are there? Modulus symbols are your percentile, percentage symbol. So if I say that 10 modulus 5, so how much remainder we are getting, guys, in this? 10 divided by 5, how much remainder we are getting it? It is going by 2 times. So we are getting 0 here, remainder. Correct. We are getting 0 remainder here. Okay. So if I'll say that 10 divided by 3, then how much modulus, how much remainder you are getting now? One remainder. So same thing, 10 modulus 3, if you write it, 10 modulus 3, if you write it, it will give you output as 1. It will give you output as 1. If I'll say that 15 divided by 3, how much remainder it will give?
2.
It will give 2.
0.
It
Zero.
will give 0 remainder. The same thing in modulus also, it will work like this only. 3, it will give you 0 result. Clear? Modulus is clear?
So 15 by 3, the remainder is 0, and that is called a modulus. What is
Yes.
5 called? It's something like define, something from D, right?
What is called mathematical term, correct?
So like 15 by 3, 0 as a remainder. So
Yeah.
5.
15 modulus 3, it will give you 0 result.
3 5s are 15. So what something? Okay.
You just remember number modulus, whatever the value it will give, it will return the model of whatever the remainder it will return. It will give you the that is only the modulus. Okay.
Quotient.
It's like 20 divided 20 modulus 4. If you'll take it, it will give you 0 as a remainder. If I'll make it 20 divided by 20 modulus 3, it will give you 2 as a remainder. Okay. So we'll not learn the mathematical term here. Dividend and divisor is something will be there. Okay. So if you will go for the mathematical term, so we have like 20 will be called as here dividend. Okay. So we are not going that mathematical term. Don't get confused. And this is divisor. Okay, something like this it will be, and this will be called as remainder. Something like this. Okay. Forget if my spelling is not correct, just forgive me. We are not expert here in spelling, mistakes will happen. Okay, so next one will be your is it okay, guys? Everyone got it? Who did not get it, raise your hand. Who did not understand, raise your hand. Everyone got it? Yeah, raise your who is there? Kiran, yeah, tell me, Kiran, what is the problem? Where you did not get? Hemant? Hemant, if you will not speak up, how will I know where you did not get? You raise your hand. Kiran? Kiran, you did not get? Leave it, man. Okay. So, if you did not get it again, I'll explain it again. Okay. So, what is modulus? So So if you'll have something like this, if you are going to divide something 10 will be called as dividend. Okay. Check your math, guys. Okay. If you are dividing it by something like 5, okay, this will be called as division. Okay. And then it will give you remainder as what? 0. Remainder will be 0. Okay.
Why is it 0? It is 2.
Sorry, I'm not going to teach you that division part. Okay. If you are weak,
Why it should always shows the reminder?
sorry.
Why it shows always reminder? That's the dividend part. Why showing the remainder? Why it's not showing the answer that 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2?
Yeah. See, we are going to discuss what it is returning in modulus. We are going to learn what modulus. Correct. So
Yes.
what is the meaning here? It will return 2. Okay. And remainder will be what? Remainder will be 0. So that is the output for your modulus. Means 10 modulus 5, it will give you 0 output. That is what I am saying. Quotient you will get it 2, okay, but remainder you will get 0 only. Now clear?
So basically means it shows the reminder.
Yes, it will give you output as a remainder as a output for the modulus.
If you want the output as a remainder, then we use modulus. And if we want output as a quotient, then we use divide.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Two different arithmetic operations. Okay.
Yes. So if you want output like a this divisor, so you will go for the division. Okay. If you want output like a remainder, then you go for the modulus. Okay. So next one is like comparison operator equals to, like a is equals to 10. If I'll make it, it will be this will be called as a is equals to 10 only. You are equating the value greater than, less than, greater than, equals to, less than, equals to. These are the some of the operators are there. We are going to use in our SQL part. Means greater than means what? Any value. A is greater than B means what? A value is greater than B value. A less than means what? A is less than B value. A value is less than B value. Greater than equals to means greater than or equals to A means A is greater than equals to 10 means what? A is greater also and equals to 10 also. There are two values for the A. A will be greater than 10 means 11, 12, 13, 14 you can consider. A is greater than 10, A is equals to 10 means what? A value is equals to 10 also. What is the meaning of greater than equals to here? A will be greater than 10 also, 11, 12, 13, 14, and A will be equals to 10 also. Okay. When we discuss about A less than equals to 5 means what? A value will be less than 5 value, less than 5 also, like 4, 3, 2, 1, like that. And A value will be equals to 5 also. A value will be equals to 5 also. Just remember this point. If you are if you don't know this, we are going to use it, and that time also if you'll get confused, you can see practically in the what this thing. Not equals to means what? A is not equals to 10, but A can equals to any value, but A is not equals to 10. A can be any value, but A will be not equals to 10. A will be any value, but A will be not equals to 10. Your AND operator, OR operator, NOT operator, IN operator, like operator, it's this AND or NOT are part of your logical operator. These are the part of your SQL part. Okay. So these are the part we are going to use in your SQL very frequently. So we'll see that what is AND operator, OR operator, and NOT operator tomorrow in the class. Okay. In tomorrow class, we are going to learn this AND or NOT operator in like between. Okay, in like between we are going to see tomorrow. Is that okay, guys? Logical operator?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Then
Yeah, okay.
tomorrow class we are going to discuss your whatever is there. Data retrieval techniques. All these things we are going to learn. First query, how to write select a statement and all. With many columns, we can take it in one table only. We can use it where condition. It will be very interesting, guys. Okay. So then with the where condition, how can we write with using select a star and all? Then your from clause usage, then where clause will add many condition. We'll see in between operator, or operator and operator, everything here. Okay. It will be very interesting. Your basic queries, how to write basic queries. Okay, so these are the things we are going to discuss. And if you don't know how to write basic queries, it will be very useful. Then once we finish that, we'll jump to the another chapter. That is your DDL command. Here we'll learn how to create tables. Okay, how to create tables, how to drop tables, how to alter after, like, once we create the table. We have many things in that. Like, these are the things we are going to learn, how to create tables. Then drop command, your alter command. These are the things we are going to discuss. Alter command, maybe tomorrow if possible we'll discuss it if time permits. But up to drop command we'll learn it tomorrow. Definitely we are going to learn up to drop command. Okay, so guys, start like, you can install your software today and tomorrow daytime, and we are going to practice few basic queries tomorrow, and the same thing you can do practice on the Monday to Thursday. Friday onwards we are going to learn remaining topics also. DML, then built-in functions are very important. So in this, we are going to learn in a detailed level. I know, like, today's class, it will be boring because all theory part is there, but what to do? Like, we should know the basic of the SQL, correct? So we have to keep that things in our syllabus. And these are the functions we are going to learn. Don't worry on that, okay? Each and everything with the practical example I'm going to explain you. We have the queries also. It will be shared with you, everyone. Don't worry. Each and every one, you will be receiving this all. You can see that so many queries are there. Okay, you will be for the practice purpose only. Okay, guys, so hope is it fine. If you have any question, you can we are open for 5 minutes. You can ask your question. I know, like, it's a theory part, and like, it will be not useful if you're going for the experience 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. So they will never ever ask. Okay, but freshers, you should a little bit, you should know this one. Okay, freshers, you should know this one. Okay, if you are fresh, how many freshers are there in this batch? Can you raise your hand? Freshers, like, who passed in 2022, 21? Okay, Dilwar, which year pass out? Dilwar?
2022.
Okay, Hemant, which year pass out, Hemant?
2022, sir.
Okay, great. Manali? Okay, perfect. So we'll make your profile more attractive after completion of the course, and then you will get the job based on this. Okay, guys, so we are open for 5 minutes, or ask your question, then we'll close the session because it's been late. You have to take your dinner also. Go ahead, guys.
Hi, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this side is Sohail. In number data type, we have precision and scale, right? So precision is vary from 1 to 38, and scale is vary from minus 84 to 127. So I'm not understanding this minus 84. So can you please explain this? Minus 84 to 127.
This is the range they have given.
But,
okay.
Yeah, but minus 84 not getting house means some number point that s is the decimal point, right? So
Yeah,
minus 84 range means what?
Okay, so when you enter your decimal, no? Okay, when you enter your decimal, consider that the 38 characters and all are there. Okay,
Yeah.
then decimal
Yeah.
up to so much of decimal you can enter it like this. Okay, so minus, if you will take it from this side, it will be like, I have no idea why they are mentioning minus 84. It's I have taken from the Google. Okay, up to 127 characters digit it will take off. Okay, it will define up to 84 127 of characters. Okay,
Okay.
but don't go for the minus 84. You think that after decimal, like if you will see the pi value, no, it will how much, like it will go very long.
Yeah.
Correct, so it will be like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, go ahead.
Yeah, Jayant, I would like to go back to character and varchar. So is there the only difference between bytes, or like I would like to know more difference when to use char and when to use varchar?
See, char is char, when you will use char, no, where it went. Why don't you ask that time, man? Okay, so when you'll use char, so if you have defined here as a 30 length, okay, but you are entering your data as a 5 characters. Okay, so consider that you are entering data type as a 30 characters here, but you are entering something like Jayant. Okay, so it is how many characters? It is having 6 character. So but it is occupying your 30 characters memory here, but you are giving your 5 characters here only. But in varchar 2, if you will go for varchar 2, if you are considering 30 here, we define length, and then you are passing here Jayant. So only 6 characters you are passing. So it will be 6 characters memory only it will be occupying. Clear now?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, guys, go ahead. Just ask when I'll discuss the topics, no? That time only if you'll ask, it will be very nice.
Then the purpose of using weak, that var character is to reduce this memory like that.
Sorry, come again.
The purpose of using the var character, since there are 6 characters in the name, it only takes 6 itself, but up to 30 it can take. But in character 30, even though if you use 6 character, the memory it will take 30. The purpose is only to reduce the memory, or
Yeah. This is very like alphanumeric value means like both the values you can enter, like numbers also and your characters also. So that's why it's very preferable things. If you are entering small characters like A, B, C, D and all, char functions you can use it. Char data types you can use it.
okay, that is not alphanumeric.
Char is not suggestible to use for the long characters. Okay.
When to use string and when to use varchar 2?
String. Where is the string data type? Varchar 2 only you have to always use it. It's more suggestible. Like if you'll see the Google also, no, there also they have mentioned it, but it is suggested to use varchar 2 only. I've copied from the Google only this definition. So it is suggested to use varchar 2 only. Okay. So these are all you can refer it. They are not going so much depth level, because you are not going in architecture level. You are working on the select statement only. You are going to work on the select statement only. DDL and DML also you are not going in a real-time scenario, guys. Okay, real-time scenario you are not going to use. Okay, guys, so let's disconnect, and then if any doubt will be there, come again. Like, but this batch I like it. Like you have asked so many questions before this batch. No one asking this much of depth question, but like it's good if you'll ask how much depth question. I will also get more interest into that, and like the class will be, when it will be interesting, then it will be very useful for both the wise. Okay, but
So you want us to ask the questions whenever you are explaining, or
definitely. See what formula we are maintaining. once I'll complete the discussion, okay, once we complete our one chapter, then you can ask one topic when we'll finish, then related to that topic, you can ask. If I'll feel that we are not going in that much depth level, we are not going in that much depth level. But if I'll feel that you should know this, then anything like whatever the things are there, I'm going to explain how much you should know as a part of tester. Testers syllabus are less only compared to developer. Okay, you have worked on development, you will be knowing much more. So you will be expecting that this much of high level of discussion will happen. But as a tester, we have to restrict our syllabus. Okay, as a tester, we have to restrict our learning also. I'm not saying that we should not learn. You can learn first, get the job, and then after that, how much you want to learn, you can learn it. Getting my point, Ankit? But if you are looking for ETL testing job, then first target is to satisfy the interviewer question, learn that much, how much I'm saying it. Then you go for the, once you get the job, learn how much you want. How much you want to fly. No one is stopping. Okay. Okay. Guys, Ankit. Any more question, Ankit?
No, Jayant. I just feel that, these are very basic things, where to use int, where to use char, where to use varchar. If
That's
this
what,
foundation is not strong, then we will get confused that where to use.
Sorry, Ankit.
Yeah, I am saying that